Good afternoon, students. Today we will study backcross method. Backcross method is also a method of selection. In a cross between a hybrid F1 or segregating generation and one of its parents is known as a backcross. In the backcross method, the hybrid and the progenies in the subsequent generations are repeatedly repeatedly backcrossed to the one of the parents of the F1. As the result, the genotype of backcross progeny become increasingly similar to that of the parents to which the backcross are made. At the end of 6 to 8 backcrosses, the progeny would be almost identical with the parents used for backcrossing. So, in backcross method, a cross between a hybrid and one of its parents is known as the backcross. The objective of backcross is the main objective of backcross method is to improve one or two specific defects of high yielding variety. So we can say that the main objective of backcross method is to improve one or two specific defects of a high yielding variety, which is well adapted to the local area and has other desirable characteristics. The characters lacking in this variety are transferred into it from a donor parents without changing the genotype of this variety, except for the genes being transferred. Thus, the end result of a backcross program is well adapted variety with one or two improved characters. For example, if we take example of wheat variety, in wheat variety Malviya 12 is a well adapted variety and high yielding variety, but become susceptible to a one disease, that is leaf rust, but is an otherwise highly desirable variety. This variety known as recipient parents is close to the leaf rust resistant variety, the donor parent. For example, sparrow. The F1 and the progeny is subsequent generations are backcrossed to the recipient parents. Malviya 12, during the backcross program, rust resistance is maintained by the stickly selection. In the end, rust resistant plants from the progeny are self-pollinated and homozygous rust resistant progeny are isolated. So, these progenies will be almost the same as the recipient parents. In Malviya 12, two type of parents, like a recurrent parent and non-recurrent parent. In backcross method, the recipient parent is repeatedly used in the backcross. It is called recurrent parent, and the donor parent on the other hand is known as non-recurrent parent because of it is used only once in the breeding program, so it is called non-recurrent program and producing the F1 generation. Next topic of our requirement of the backcross program. In backcross program, many requirements are fulfilled. Number one, a suitable recurrent parents must be available, which lacks in one or two characteristics. So we we fulfill a recurrent parents must be available which lacks in one or two characteristics. Second, a suitable donor parent must be available. The donor parents should have the characters or the characters to be transferred in the intense form. Next, The characters to be transferred must have highly heritability and preferably it should be determined by one or few genes. Next, a sufficient number of backrows should be made so that the genotype of the recurrent parents is recovered in full, and ordinarily 6 to 7 backrows are sufficient for the purpose. In practice, 4 or 6 backrows are usually made. So we can say the 4 requirement for the backrows method. Next, applications of backrows method. Backrows method have many applications. Number one, intervarietal transfer of simply inherited characters. In backrows method in backrows method, first application is intervarietal transfer of simply inherited characters governed by one or two major genes. In backrows method, different characters governed by one or two major genes. For example, disease resistance, seed color, and plant height. Different characters governed by different genes like disease resistance, seed color, and plant height, etc., are the most suited for the transfer through the backrows method from one variety of the same species into another. Disease resistance has been the most commonly transfer characters, that is transfer to one generation to another generation. Mostly such transfers are successful, but sometimes they may be fail due to tight linkage between the genes being transferred and some other undesirable genes. This phenomena is known as linkage drag. So we can call this phenomena is known as linkage drag. Number two, intervarietal transfer of quantitative characters. Second application of backrows method is intervarietal transfer of quantitative characters. Quantitative characters may also be transferred from one variety into the another if they have high heritability. The following quantity characters have been transferred using backrows method, like earliness, plant height, and seed size and seed shape. So we can say earliness, plant height, seed size, and seed shape are different characters, that is intervarietal transfer of quantitative characters. Next, interspecific transfer of simply inherited characters. Interspecific transfer of simply inherited characters. Another application of backrows method. In backrows method has been used to transfer simply inherited characters, mostly disease resistance, from related species into cultivated species. For example, transfers of resistance to wildfire black fire from Nicotiana longiflora to Nicotiana tabacum of leaf and stem rust resistance from Triticum timophylae and Triticum monococcum and Azilopus spelotins and rye to Estivum of black arm resistance from several Gossypium species to Gossypium hirsutum, etc., have been successful. Interspecific transfer of genes is easy when the chromosome of the two species pair regularly, but oftenly chromosome of the concerned species are differentiated by the structural changes that reduce pairing between them. As the result, in the interspecific gene transfers, often undesirable linkage genes are also transferred along with the desirable gene. Another difficulty in interspecific genes transfer is that the transferred gene may not be able to the function in the same way in the genetic environment of the new species. Next, next application of Backrose method is transfer of cytoplasm. In Backrose method is used to transfer cytoplasm from one variety to another species to another. The transfer of cytoplasm is particularly desirable in cases of cytoplasmic or cytoplasmic genetic male sterility. The transfer of cytoplasm is particularly desirable in case of the cytoplasmic or cytoplasmic genetic male sterility. The variety or species from which the cytoplasm is to be transferred is used as the female parent in the Backrose program. The recurrent parent the recurrent parent we also we can say repeatedly used in the Backrose program. The recurrent parent, the parent to which the cytoplasm is to be transferred, is used as the male parent in the original cross as well as Backrose. After 6 to 8 Backroses, the progeny would have nuclear genotype of the recurrent parent and the cytoplasm from the donor parent. For example, transfer of Triticum timophili cytoplasm to Triticum stivum has resulted in plasmic male starline lines of Triticum stivum. Next, application of transgressive segregation. Another application of Backrose method may be modified to obtain transgressive segregation. The method may be modified in the one of the following two ways. First, the F1 may be Backrosed only first or at most second time to the recurrent parents, leaving much heterozygosity for transgressive segregation to appear. In the second modification, two or more recurrent parent may be used in Backrose program to accumulate the genes from them into the Backrose progeny. Such a modification of the Backrose would produce a new variety that would not be exactly like any one of the recurrent parents. So we can say that five main application of the plant breeding Backrose method. Next, genetic consequences of repeated backcrossing. Reduction in heterozygosity. Repeated backcrosses leads to an increase in homozygosity at the same rate as does selfing. Consider a single gene, A, capital A upon small a, selfing of the F1, capital A would produce 1 by 4th capital A, 1 upon में 2 capital A small a and 1/4 small a. For example, 1 upon 2 a 1 upon 2 heterozygotes and 1 upon में 2 homozygotes, and back crossing the F1 to the parents capital A would produce 1 by 2 capital A and 1 by 2 capital A and small a, that is 1 by 2 homozygotes and 1 by 2 heterozygotes. That we can say 50% of homozygotes and 50% of heterozygotes. In the subsequent backcross generation, the proportion of heterozygotes would decrease to the 50% of that in previous generation, which is the same as that in the case of selfing. That in the case of selfing, when several genes are considered together, the proportion of homozygotes for all the genes in backcrossing generation is given by the same formula that is applicable for selfing. Next, increase similarity with the recurrent parents. Increase similarity with the recurrent parents. In the backcross progeny, the frequency of homozygotes for the allele from the recurrent parents is 1 by 2, while in F2 it is only 1/4, as the number of genes that are segregating increases. The frequency of desirable homozygotes, for example, of the recurrent parent type decrease much more rapidly in the case of selfing than it does in the case of backcrossing for small n number of genes. This frequency is 1 by 2 in the case of backcross progeny, but only 1/4 in the self progeny. Thus it is far more easier to select for a genotype of a recurrent parent from a backcross progeny than from a self progeny. We can show it's by a table. In for example hybridization, non-current parents and recurrent parents. If we can say F1, in F1 generation, non recurrent parents uh, capital A small a cross by double capital A, and then BC1 means back cross first. 50% of capital A small a and 50% of capital A. Then cross, if we cross capital capital A, then we can see that in BC2 back cross second, 25% of hybrid and 75% of pure capital A. Then if we can cross capital A, then we can see BC3, 12.5% of AA. In AA, capital A and small a, and double capital A, 87.5% of progeny we get. If this type of crosses progeny to the genotype of recurrent parents, then we can see that in BC9 capital A small a and capital A ratio is 0.195% and 99.805%. then we can say that in last 99% of gene of backcross progeny would be from the recurrent parents. This is accepted when no selection is done in the backcross progeny, but often selection would be done for the plant type of recurrent parent. This will result in a faster rate of return of backcross progeny to the genotype of recurrent parents. Then third is selection for gene under transfer. The gene under transfer must be maintained by an efficient selection in the backcross generations. Otherwise the gene will also be replaced by its allele from the recurrent parents. Next, extended opportunity for the breaking undesirable linkage. The transferred gene and the gene's tightly linkage to it would thus remain in the heterozygous state in the backcross generation. Therefore, there would be opportunity in each backcross generation for crossing over to occur between the gene being transferred and the gene's tightly linkage with it. This is of great advantage when the linkage is undesirable. However, when genes are tightly linked, cross over 0.1% or less, large backcross population would have to be grown to obtain recombinant types, often tightly linked. Genes may be remain together up to BC10 or backcross generation to 10. Next, selection for the recurrent parents type. Oftenly, a selection for the recurrent parent type is done during the backcross generation. This leads to a faster replacement of the genes of non-recurrent parents than then we can see F1 50%, BC1 75%, BC2 87.5, and that we can say, if we show that we can see in last BC10 99.951%. So selection for the recurrent parents, oftenly a selection for the recurrent parent type is done during the backcross generations. Next, our topic is selection of parents. It is clear that the backcross method of breeding changes the genotype of recurrent parents only for the gene under transfer. That is, only that defects of the recurrent parents which is aimed to the corrected is removed through the backcross method. So our main objective is that is recurrent parents corrected is removed through the backcross method, but some unexpected changes in one or more characters may also occur due to the genes tightly linked with the genes or gene being transferred. Therefore, the recurrent parent must be the most popular variety of the area, which has high yielding ability, desirable quality, and high adaptability. In each crop, one or two variety dominant, and they are very popular with the cultivators. Such a variety may have one or two defects, susceptibility to a disease, or undesirable seed size or color. These defects may be removed through the backcross method. So we can say that high yielding variety used for used for a such a area, but some defects removed by the backcross method. The non-recurrent parent is selected for the characters that is to be improved in the recurrent parent. The high yielding ability and the other characteristics of the non-recurrent parent are not important. The only important factor is in its choice is that it must have the character to improved in intense form. So we can say that backcross method is a important method of selection that is used for improved the different varieties. Okay, students.